Hey everybody out there, what's up? It's your boy. We are back taking a look at a crossover transformer set, another crossover transformer set. Looks a lot like the Red Baron. Shout out Charles M. Schulz and Peanuts. Pretty cool biplane. This is the Tails. This spins like a child's toy should spin. They missed something here, I think. They should have put little figures in the cockpits, I think. Everybody, welcome to the channel. I am your host, Secret Guy. This is the Back and Forth channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're looking to take a look at these Transformers, see what they look like, transform them back and forth and back, then you've come to the right place. If you like these videos, put a like on the video. Come on, slide that thumb down and put a like on it right now. And if you really like it, subscribe to the channel. Become part of the actual family so that everything we do, you know. And any questions you have, we can help field for you. And more than anything, you're part of the family. I want you to be part of the family. I would love for you to be part of the Back and Forth family. So subscribe to the channel. Share this with somebody else that loves Transformers. Would you please share the love? Here we go. This is Sonic in his car form with these kind of reddish fuchsia rims. Wheels, as the case might be. This back is strange. It looks like there's a part missing here. There should have been a license plate right here that said Sonic. There probably was supposed to be. It looks like I don't even know what kind of sports car just jammed into a very short, stocky version. Empty cockpit again, missed op. They could have put something there for She's, Louise. These cat ears at the back are rather strange, but as a cat lover, chicks dig it. So, there is Tails. So let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's go as far as the transformations are concerned. I don't know if I'm going to remember all of this, but we are going to remember together. So let's do it. The first thing you want to do with this is start taking apart these wings. So in order to do that, you can pop these off like that. Fold this landing gear in. And these separate in a couple different spots, these wings. They separate here from this bracket here. So if they come apart whole like this, great. If not, and these two pieces separate, not a big deal. So I'll put that to the side. Try to do the same thing on this side too. Awesome. Came off great. Stacks on stacks duty. Okay, and then we're going to fold these in. There's a little spot for that peg to rest right in there. Just like so. Awesome. Okay, and then we're going to untab this. These feet. Actually, I don't think we do that next. I think we do this next. I think we separate this tail section. Just like that. And it swings out on this kind of hinge system. And that allows you to lift up that windshield and this back section so it gains you some clearance in here. And that's so we can work on the legs and get these unfolded. So now we're going to separate this part here, which will allow you to unfold it like so. Second side, easy ride. Unfold this like so. And I always mess up the feet and the leg spin, but I am pretty sure this has to be like that. No, like this. And this has to be like this, because this whole assembly will be turned. These feet would come down, and like this, like down, and like this. I believe I can fly. And then the whole lower torso gets spun like this. That doesn't seem right. So these legs were not spun the right way originally. My bad. The fronts should be facing the front of this underwear, this Fruit of the Loom underwear he's wearing. So there you go. That's the leg section pretty much done. We can come back here once again, just so that we can... Do we flip this part up here now? I don't know. This part has to be flipped up, but we'll get to that. So for now, let's lift this up a bit, this middle section. which will allow us to fold the wings just to get us some clearance so we can work. So the bottom half is done. We're going to work on this top half. So there's 2 pegs that connect into this front part of the plane. So you just want to carefully dislodge them from those red pegs right there, that front part. That will allow you to then open up these arms. These arms, didn't, these arms, didn't, fold them out. Okay, so fold out these arms like that. Then you want to untab these from that peg there and spin them in 90, just like that. Second side, easy, roar, like so. It is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Does everybody have Christmas plans? Does anybody celebrate Christmas? Is there anybody that is watching this video that has never heard of Christmas? That's what I want to know. Okay, so we've got these arms here. Next, you want to fold this section down. Bring this back a little so that you can lift this up. Lift up the head, and this probably isn't the right order, but we're going to get there. Fold that back, that locks the head into place. And at this point, we are pretty much done. So there's a part at the back here. Remember, you have to lift up this cockpit. We'll lift that up. Then this cockpit has a little tab there. At the top of there's a red tab on this that goes into a little recessed hole on the windshield. And that keeps everything together nice and clean. Now this thing, you want to move the arms out of the way. Move these parts, the back of the plane like this, so that you can fold this whole double hinge section up to get that post into this little hole up here. So reach in there and get the whole thing twisting and turning, and you might have to move these pieces out of the way so that it will recess nicely, and there it is. So it is put in there where it should be. And then you can bring these parts of the plane down like so. Actually, I think they go like this. Like this, yeah. So I'll spin those around and just keep them out of the way. I've just got them like that so that they're out of the way. So I can finish the rest of the plane. Bring this back, these wings back. This gets clipped down so it's holding everything in place. Then lastly, you can put these wing parts on, and they clip in this post into that hole, and then this hole, into the shoulder post, yeah. And they only go on one way, so it has to be on like this, nope, so this way. So let's put it like this. No, that's not right either. Oh, these have to be swung. So before you put these on, you swing them 90 degrees. Like this. So you can't swing them the other way. You shouldn't be able to, because there's like a little locking pin right there. Right there. And it snaps into place right there. So you should only be able to go one way really, and so you bring them all the way out to there. Now they should go onto these arms the way they're supposed to. So I like to just kind of line it up with the wing, snap in the back, and that's on. Should look like that. Okay, second side, easy, a rider. Use this for my orientation, and that's it. It's in. This is my homage to all orange cats out there. This is my orange cat transformer, and will he stand on stacks on stacks on stacks? Duty! Bam! He does too. He does actually stand. He looks nice. I don't know why I thought of Archie as soon as I looked at him, but there he is. Let's take a look at him. This is going to be a long video. This is what he looks like from here. This is weird on the front of him. I know. But anyway, so he's got his prop there on the front. Lots of red, lots of yellow, lots of white. Very fire extinguisher, very fire truck, fire plane look is what I get when I see him. The back is okay. A lot of kibs, straight kibs and bits. Okay, so that is Tails. This is Tails. Shout out Ty Alea. So there he is, and he's got some weaponry as well. I think he comes with this thing, whatever this thing is. If you know what this thing is, comment downstairs. Some whack thing that it comes with. And you can put that, whoops, there you go. So you can put that on him. And let's move on to, let's not move on to anything. Let's finish this. Back and forth, back and forth. Forth and back. So let's go back from whence we came. So the first thing we're going to do is these will separate if you try to take them off the wrong way, but don't worry about it. Take those off. See, separated. Don't care. Okay, so we've got that done. We're going to come back here again. We're going to move this out the way, and we're going to spin this, lift these arms up, and spin this part back down. Like so. Get these legs out the way, and let's just get that kind of the way it was in its original orientation. Oh, does not want to. Come on now. There we go. Flipped into the downward position. Get these spun. Yeah. Push that down to his butt. Okay, so this part is now spun down to its downward position. And we're going to move this out of the way so we can start to work on the head. We're going to flip this down, close that up. And we're going to move this down, come back here, spin this glass backwards to give space for that, which allows us to move this up and then work on the arms. To work on those arms, we're going to spin them, zwing, 90 degrees outward so that we can fold this up, have the fist grab that shoulder peg like so. And second side, easy ride. So outward 90, fold up, grab shoulder peg, and then we're going to squish this all into here very much like G1 jazz. So, except these arms fold outward, like downward instead of the accordion style inwards. You can see that I'm left with those two little pegs, one there, and they recess into here. You have to kind of pinch this whole assembly usually to shove this down and on, but let's just, there you go. Goes like that. So that's all nice and in there. Pretty bird. And we can move on to the lower half. So we got here by spinning the whole lower torso. Then we're going to come to this part of the legs. We're going to turn these legs, I think, inwards at 90. So that they can accordion on themselves later. Then you move this down and one of these ways. It's either down in this way or down in this way. And I always get this wrong, so I'm going to go down in this way for this time. Okay? And let's go down in this way. Now we can fold these legs up. You can give them the old accordions. Lift this whole section up. So I just went like this to gain myself clearance. And then we can fold this up, and I did do it right. Awesome. Should look like that. Second side, easy ride. Fold it up, and then these feetsies like to squeeze these together. Okay, bring this down so it's somewhat flat. And now we can build this back portion. So there's a little slot right in there. You can see a little hole there, a rectangular hole. And there's some rectangular pegs right there. So I usually take one side, Bring this over, line it up so that it's squeezing in there. So that part's in there. Now this other side is just going to locate with the various posts that you have here. So you're just going to squeeze that together, the whole thing locates. You can then take this windshield, snap it into place, bring these down, push this down, snap your wings into place, and that's almost it. Now we're going to put these wings back together. So we're going to bring these supports down, like so. And then we're going to grab these wings, so swing this back this way with 90 degrees. And we're going to make the other one look the same. And like this. So get that in all the way, and then like that. And that's so we can come in here. Now, there is a post here that goes into that hole. There is two little tabs that go up here, right up into there. So that's just all you have to be mindful of when you're putting it together. I'm going to move this out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I like to put that in and then bring this up. That's it. And then you can bring this down to line up this little post on the top of the wing there and give it a little squeeze. Ooh, that was satisfying. And there's one side done, second side, easy ride. So we're going to go across here, move this wing up just a smidge so that we can come in here and post and slip that in. Bring this down. Get ready. Ah, so nice. Snap everything back into place. Bring your landing gear down. 1 and 2 and 3. Doesn't turn, that sucks. Make sure everything's nice and squozen. That's it. Put him right there for stacks on stacks on stacks duty. 17 minutes. Holy crap. Let's see how fast we can rip through this one. Here we go, Sonic. Here we go. Let's go. So this one, I think we pull this up like that, the windshield, and we pull this panel down like that. That far I remember. Then we're going to separate the front. Yeah, separate the front just like that. Separate the back as well, like this. And like that, just to get everything let go of. Then we're going to turn this windshield like that, drop it down, and we're going to start taking apart the legs. So they accordion out like that, and they come down, and then this part recesses into the leg, just like this. Okay? That's the best I've seen it iterated. So then next you want to pull this backwards, this spin 180, this forward, and sideways, come back here, drop that in, and this wheel down. That's the whole leg. Ablamo. Second side, easy ride. Let's do it in a different way. Let's screw this whole thing up. So let's unaccordion. Right, that's the first part. Click this back into place. This, I think you're supposed to do this next. So let's turn this panel, I don't think it matters much, 180 degrees. Then with this foot section, we're gonna pivot it backward 90, then forward 90, then sideways 90, then the back panel here to rest against there, and lastly, that wheel underneath to give you some stability. I like the way they made these legs because there's a lot of, no pun intended, footprint for him to actually have some surface area hitting the ground. So that's the bottom part, essentially diz to the izun. Now we're going to separate these arms. No, we're going to come back here. Yeah, we're going to work here first. So the first thing we're going to do is start to take these arms out. And in order to do that, you just start pulling them from their tabs there. There's a tab that goes into there, to there. And then there's posts inside there that go inside those holes on either side. Once you've got those out, you can swing this whole thing out. So I pulled that out straight out like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And pull that straight out. Straighten these arms out some. Okay, so you got the arm straightened. Drop these fists down as well. And I think those are in the right orientation already. That one is. This one isn't. You want to spin this till you got that silver post sticking outwards, pointing outwards. I think it is in little spots. And now this part's a little weird. You want to take this down, this up, this chest panel piece, and that's so that they're in the same horizontal orientation to spin freely. You want to spin this whole thing, but nothing else. So I like to grab the whole thing, so only this turns. There you go. And then now you can also pop this head out like this. Put that panel, chest panel back in place. And this back panel you can bring up. There's two tabs. And this as well you can bring up. Now you can come back over to the arms, swing them down 90 degrees, and then you're going to lift these double hinges up to click into place, just like that. Blam. And obviously you've got some spinsies here. You can spin these at the or at the elbow, 180 degrees, so that those are where they're supposed to be. And that's it. I'm pretty sure that's him. Now let's see how he is on his stacks on stacks on stacks. A duty. Let's see how he does. Blam! Stacks on stacks on stacks. Duty! He does it. I can't believe it. Nice stacks on stands. Let's take a look at him. Those fists are balled up. So it's very blue and white and I don't know what, gold? Is that the dreaded gold plastic that's going to shatter if I even take a breath in? There's that head skizzy, head sculpt. Those fuchsia wheels. That's funny. This side profile, because of these tires like this that you can see from the side, reminds me very much of Back to the Future. And like he would be able to do the. But anyway, yeah. Let's see. Take a look at the bots. Take a look at the back. Pretty good. Pretty nice figure. They both look very nice, I think, together. I've heard a lot of complaints about this set, about one being nice and one not being so nice. He does have a couple weapons. Here we go. They look like this. And there's his weapons. Everything goes back and forth on the back and forth channel. Let's do it. Let's go. And let's do a size comparison. Let's do a size comparison. Ridiculous size comparison. All right, size comparison, size comparison, size comparison. Blam! Today's size comparison is brought to you by small, weird furniture with small, weird people on it that you use to decorate Christmas things for your house. I can't quite see what she's got going on there, but it looks like this person might have taken a shot to the mouth, but that's maybe medical attention. Anyways, there's the size comparison. We'll just pop her right over there. Size comparison. Complete! Folks, thank you so much. I'm so sorry this video was so long. No, I am not. Anybody who's still here, you rule. Anybody who's left already, you rule too, but less. If you can guess what Transformer I'm going to do in the next video, comment downstairs. Comment in the downstairs field so that you can win a prize. Anybody who gets it right wins a prize. Compliments of the Back and Forth channel and your host, Secret Guy. Share this with somebody, like the video, subscribe to the family, or to the channel, become part of the family, smash the notification bell so that as soon as I post another one of these whack videos, you know first. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, if you haven't been told recently. Love you. Secret Guy out.